Alright guys, thanks for joining me in another video here for SyllaFX. So, in this video we're doing a recap of the trades that I took today during the New York session. So we actually had 3 trades that I took, one on the pound dollar, the Aussie dollar, and the euro dollar this morning, all during the New York session. So we're going to go through those, explain why I took those positions and what happened. So if you guys do want to subscribe to the channel for more content like this, if you like watching these type of analysis videos and seeing how the trades are playing out, see what we're making, where I'm losing, whatever during the day, definitely subscribe to the channel. So let's actually go ahead and jump right into it and see what happened this morning. So the first thing I'm going to do, I took a couple screenshots of the trades that I took. First one we're going to go over is the pound dollar. So now these are the trades that I took on the IG platform with my live account there. So this is the initial setup that I actually took in for that one here. So this is the point that I actually entered in a position for a sell, and my stop loss was up there at 23 pips initially, and my take profit was way down here at 58 pips. Now I did end up moving that a little bit later, and I kind of explain why I did that, or why I shouldn't have did that. But let's go ahead and go through that explanation and see what happened. So on the 15-minute chart here, what I was looking at is right around in this area, right? We had a lot of price was kind of coming down, creating a low and a higher high from this one, a lower low, then a higher high, then a lower low. Now at this point, once I'm seeing this established, I believe price is going to continue to go down. Now, unfortunately, as you can see, that's not really the case, but this still would have been a winning trade if I actually kept everything in place. So once I see this sell action happen here and break this low, we got a new low created here. So I'm looking for my demand level to actually enter into a trade, right? So go ahead and establish my demand level here, or actually supply level for sell position. So we had a high here, or sorry, a low here. Price came back up into demand level, came down even further. Now price comes all the way back into this here. We had a nice little rejection here. But I didn't actually end up taking this trade for whatever reason. I think I was doing something else at that time, and then price kept coming into the to the supply level. Now I didn't get the rejection the second time, so I waited and waited. Price actually ended up going well above the supply level that I set up, but we got that nice rejection that I was looking for right here. So once that closed out and I saw prices starting to move back down, I went in and jumped in for a sell position. So stop loss was initially at 23 pips. So let's go ahead and actually adjust that based on the screenshot I took earlier. It was at 23 pips there, and my my take profit was actually way down here at 58 pips initially, but I ended up adjusting it to 40 pips. No, it was, yeah, it was 40 pips actually. So 40 pips there. So what happened on this trade, and the reason this ended up actually being in a break-even position, I didn't win it, I didn't lose it, didn't get topped out, but I wish I would have not moved anything and just let it play out, because I would have hit my target of 40 pips on that one. So what ended up happening though is, once I started to move down and price shot all the way down here on this blue, you can see this blue wick down here, right? I was well past halfway to my take profit, so I went ahead and moved my stop loss to break even. Unfortunately, price came all the way back up and actually tapped me out on that blue candle that closed out, that nice rejection. If I would have left it alone, price would have brought me back into the negatives a little bit, but it never got close to my stop loss. And then it came all the way down, got really close to the take profit, and then came all the way back up again. So at one point or another, I would have moved my stop loss to break even, which I typically don't do based on my rules. So I probably would have ended up moving it if I did move it on this one and got tapped out anyways. But if I didn't and actually followed my rules like I'm supposed to, price would have came all the way down and hit my 40 pip take profit. But that's not how this one played out. I made a mistake of moving my stop loss, broke even on that one. Oh well. So that's the trade on the pound dollar this morning. So next we're going to look at my trade on the Aussie dollar. Now this one was actually a losing trade for me. So we got our stop loss hit on this one. So I entered in at this price level, demand level was created here after this move up. So, and my take profit was well up here at this point, right? So let's go ahead and jump onto trading view and see what actually happened on that one. All right, so Aussie dollar 15-minute I did go ahead and already mark up to see what happened as far as the position I took. So this is where I entered in the trade here. So a lot of buys came into the market, created a new high. Demand level set up here for the buy, wait for price to come into the level, which it did, and then broke a little bit below it and then rejected nicely. So after that rejection, went ahead and took the buy position. At first, it was going into profit, which was pretty good, but then price just started going completely against it and immediately went through and tapped me out. So I lost the 12 pips on that trade here, and then price, as you can tell, came all the way back up and hit my target. But that's how it happens sometimes. You can't win all the trades. So I lost this trade and broke even on the pound dollar trade. So, and the third trade that I took was the euro dollar. Let's take a look at this one. This is on the IG platform as well. So typically when I enter a trade, I go ahead and take a screenshot. That way I can keep this in my journal and share it to the students in the Discord group as well for SyllaFX group. So I entered a position here. This is the blue line is my entry point, and I'll explain why I took this trade here in just a moment. I mean, you could probably already tell demand level being established after the buys happened. Then price comes in, rejects it, take a buy, and ride it up. Take profit was well up here at the top of the highs that were previously created. So let's go ahead and jump into trading view and see how that played out. All right, let me open this one back up here. That way you can kind of see exactly where I entered in the position. So as you can kind of tell, we got a little bit of rejections down here, and then the price that came all the way in and rejected that bottom here, right? So this is the same level that we're looking at down here. Let me bring that a little bit more accurate there. So these are the rejections that I was looking at, and then price started to see a lot of buys coming in at the market open. So came all the way up to this high, and then I set up my demand level down here. Price comes all the way back down. I mean, this happens so often. It's like, it's so easy to catch sometimes, but price comes all the way in, a nice rejection. Now, the thing that saved me on this trade, because I probably would have gotten tapped out if I didn't do this, and I usually don't do this, but as price came into that level and started to reject at the bottom here, I went ahead and entered in a little bit early because I already could tell that it was respecting these lows from this rejection. So price comes all the way down to it, starts to reject, I'll go ahead and jump into the trade. Took a buy position there, and the close of the candle was way up here. So if I would have waited until that and actually entered in up here, my stop loss would have been right at the bottom of this wick. And as you can see, price comes all the way back down and it would have tapped me out. But my stop loss at 12 pips, I entered in early. It gave me a little bit more breathing room, which actually kind of saved me on this trade, which is great. And price comes all the way back up, and we hit our target of 35 pips on that one here. So as you can tell, supply and demand levels, buys come in, wait for price to come back into the demand level, take a buy, and basically ride it up. Now this one did take some time to actually go into the take profit, but as long as I was in profit, I was going to let it ride out. So 3 trades today: pound dollar, break even; Aussie dollar, lose the 12 pips; and the euro dollar, third trade of the day, won that one for 35 pips. So we're in profit, total of 23 pips today. So my trading sizes are typically 5 lots on that. So 23 pips is roughly $1,100, $1,150. Now that is a little bit less because of the spreads that I actually have to account for as well. So roughly we're going to adjust it to about $1,100 on that one here. So 3 trades today: 1 winner, 1 loser, 1 break even, still profitable. It's very important that you understand risk management in this case, because this is why I will still end up profitable in this one, because my stop loss was way up, way too large, and I ended up losing that. I'm kind of eating in my profits there. So even though I broke even, which nullifies itself on the pound dollar, I lost a trade, which is only a 12 pip loss, and then the winning trade was almost a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio, which makes me profitable for today. Risk management: use your stop losses. If you lose a trade, oh well, you're gonna win. If you win your next trade, which is usually a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio or a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio, you're gonna end up being profitable. That's how you do this. I mean, there's gonna be losers, there's gonna be winners. As long as you're using risk management, stay profitable that way. So even though I lost 1 trade and won 1 trade, 50% winning rate for today, basically, because of that break even, right? And still ended up with 23 pips, still ended up with roughly $1,100 profit for today. So that's the trading style here. If you guys are interested in learning how I trade my trading strategies, whether it's support and resistance, supply and demand, trend trading, that's all available in the SyllaFX course on SyllaFX.com. You're welcome to join the Discord community as well, where I will do live analysis of the market, live trading, Q&A sessions with me, and I share all of my trades through there. Now, I'm always going to say this is not a signals group, of course. I don't tell you what trades to take and when to take them, but I do share the trades that I take live, and you do what you will with that. So if I win, you're going to know. If I lose, you're going to know. If I break even, you're going to know. So that's all I got for you guys in this video. Just wanted to do a market analysis and a recap of the trades that I took today. 3 trades is a little bit more than what I would usually aim for, but I couldn't help missing out on the other positions because, I mean, the setups were there, met all my rules, so I took them. But anyways, if you guys like the channel or want to catch more content like this, definitely subscribe to it. And again, join the Discord group to learn how to trade. Visit the SyllaFX site if you want to learn the trading strategies that I use and how to stay consistently profitable. But that's all I got for you guys in this one. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for joining me.